Hey, what is going on, guys? Prevised here. Thanks for watching. Now, in this tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to make the Flash. If you don't know what the Flash is, it's a super Marvel hero or whatever. I don't know that stuff, but I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make that where whenever you run or walk, it's going to leave like streaks behind your character, and I think it would be pretty neat. So, if you enjoyed, please drop a like and subscribe.
Okay.
Alright guys, so first off, we want to start off by making a local script. I'm sorry, not a local script, a server script inside of server script server. So we're going to right click on that, insert object, script. Alright, now we can name this Flash. Now the reason why I'm not in the YouTube tutorials game is because, you know, since I'm making this tutorial and this game's gonna need this script, I'd like to add it. So yeah, I'm just gonna script it in here so I don't have to script it again, whatever. Alright, so first off, we want to start off with a player added function. So player, no. So let me zoom in right quick. Game.players.player added. Okay. Oh my god. Player added. Connect. Alright, so I heard that the connect with the lowercase c is deprecated. So I'd recommend using a capital C, just in case one day they remove it or whatever, and maybe it would error if you have a lowercase c maybe one day. I'm not positive, but it's always better to stay safe. But I heard it was deprecated, so I'm gonna go with the capital C. Alright, so this function is going to run whenever the player is added. So let's make a parameter of player. Alright, so now I'm going to do player.character added. So this function is going to fire or run whenever the player's character has been added. It takes a parameter of the character, so just do char. Alright, so now we're going to make a variable of the head, because we're going to need to access the head, either the head or torso, it doesn't matter, but we're going to go with the head. So char, so find first child. Now make sure all your symbols are correct or it will not work. And then we're going to look inside the character for the head. So that's what the find first child is. Find first child just finds the child inside of the character. Because we do char, which is the character, find first child, and looks for the head. Now, what we can do is if head then to make sure if it has a head. So if head then while wait do. So this is a loop. You could do while wait 1, but we don't want that really. We want while wait with nothing inside. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a variable for the speed. So we're gonna calculate like the speed. So local speed equals head dot velocity dot magnitude. I think it's magnitude. I think it's with a lowercase m. Alright. So now we're gonna check if the speed is equal to, let's see, if speed. So if the speed is, I always get confused with these operators, like these symbols, like the greater than and equal to. So if the speed is bigger than, so more than or equal to 4, we can do, yeah, 4, then this code is gonna run. So show lightning. So whenever I say show lightning, that's just gonna be like the lightning, you know, from whenever you run. Alright, so we're gonna make a separate function up here. So function show lightning, I guess. So make sure it's not lighting like what I just did. Make sure it has that in. Show lightning. Show, yeah, like that. Alright, let's add that end. Right. So we're gonna just call the function right here show lightning. Alright. So how we're gonna do this is we're gonna make this argument or parameter, I always get confused with to call it on. So Also, we're gonna make it else over here. So actually else if speed is, so if the speed is less than or equal to 1, then the code is going to run. So we're also going to put the function inside here, show lightning, but we're going to let's put true in here because we want to show lightning. I know it might not make sense now, but I'm gonna hopefully try to explain it better. And then false. Well, I just false. Alright, so these are booleans, true and false. Now, to get the character, if you want to get the character in this function, because, you know, we're going to need to do, like, char dots and then stuff. To do that, we pass arguments. So, comma, so our second argument is going to be char. So this is char. Char's up here. So, we're going to pass it through both. We don't have to pass it through in the else if, but we're just going to do it in case you guys want to make something for whenever the character stops moving. Anyways, alright, so as you can see, on is over here, show lightning. Just kind of understand like where my mouse is going because I don't explain very good. So show lightning has a parameter over here of true. So if we do if on is equal to true, then, which it is, if our speed is bigger than or equal to 4, it's going to turn true. So on is going to be true. So it will run this. So it's going to run everything in this if statement. So let's put the parameter as char, which is over here. But right here, it could be anything. Like, it could be character if you want. But whatever's right here has to be whatever's right here. But we're just going to do char. Alright. So if on is equal to true, then, so we're going to be running the code. So if you're saying if on is equal to true, it's the same thing as saying if on, then. That's the same thing. But to make more sense, we're going to do if on is equal to true, then it's going to run. Now, you can also have an else. So this else is stating if on is equal to false. Or another way of saying that is if not on, then. But we're just going to say it as if on is equal to false. Because you guys, I don't want to confuse you guys. But that's what the else is saying. If on, it just changes the boolean pretty much. Alright. So a boolean is true or false. That's, yeah, it just changes the boolean. So if on, so, but in this tutorial we're not going to be using the else. The else is, you know, if the speed is less than or equal to 1, you can do something. But we're not going to be messing with that. So I'm just going to leave the else there. But I'm not going to be messing with it. Alright, so we want to create a part, you know, for the stuff behind. So instance.new. And also, guys, if you have any requests, please leave it below. I'd really appreciate it. I have a bunch of requests, but some would take forever. Some I don't know how to do, but yeah. Alright, so we're going to just change some properties. So can collide, because we want to be able to collide. We want to be able to, like, go through the parts, you know. So we're going to be changing this to false. And part.size. Let's change the size to, let's do vector3.new. So whenever you change the size, you always have to put vector3. Or if you change position, vector3. Unless you're using like C-frame for the position, but size, you use vector3. Because it has like 3 values. Alright, so 1, so X, Y, Z, so in the X-axis, 1, you have to kind of imagine this also, guys. The Y-axis, whoa, like going up, upwards, 4 studs, the Z, 3. Yeah, alright. So now we're going to do part.brick color equals brick color dot new. Change this to bright yellow. Nope, lowercase y, yellow. Oh, missing that W. Alright. So now we're going to change the transparency. Equals, let's do 0.6. Then part.cframe. So we want to give it a position. You know, the part, so it knows where to position. So this is where the char comes in. So char dot, let's do I would do torso, but whenever you're running, actually, whenever you're okay, so I have an animation playing in my not in this game, but in the YouTube tutorials whenever I was testing this code, it like what was I saying? Like the animation made my torso kind of rotate a little. So you could do char.head or you could do char.torso, but I'm just gonna do char.head. .cframe. So we want to times it by cframe.new. So if you're doing the head, you might want to do something like more like 0, -2, and 3. Now if you're doing the torso, you like changing this to torso, just kind of mess around with this. Maybe I can go over both, I'll see. Alright, so we need to change the parent, of course. Let's change it to workspace. Now, unless you want to have maybe a folder, so you would right click, insert object, folder, and name this parts, I keep saying lightnings, I guess. Well, you could do workspace dot lightnings, whatever you name that folder, because it goes into workspace dot lightnings. But yeah, we'll do that, sure. Or you could just do workspace. Alright, so now we want to get rid of these parts, so game dot debris. I guess I'm saying that right. And then add item. And then we're gonna insert the part, and then 2 seconds. Yeah, 2 seconds. Alright, let's test this. Let's see how it's going. Okay, I just realized. Oh, alright. So what we're gonna do? I'm gonna take these scripts. So my game, as you can see, the menu stuff, it hasn't all been scripted. Let me just show it off right quick. Got some animations and sounds. Press on single player. Are you sure you want to play single player? No. Yeah. Of course, I'm not finished scripting this. Yes doesn't work. I'm gonna make it teleport you to like a new server. Alright. So. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is, since I haven't scripted it all, that game, because you can't see the character, we're gonna test it in here. New place. Alright, we're getting an error. Alright, okay, I see I typed it wrong. So transparency. I forgot the C. Alright, let's exit out the script. Press play. Right. Cool. Now, you guys can go check out my other tutorials. I also have a speed running script I made in another tutorial, which that would help out for this a whole lot. So like user input service, whenever you press shift, you get like a speed boost. That would be very good for this tutorial because it looks kind of lame, and it would look a lot cooler for speed. Unless you can want to do like go inside starter player or starter character scripts, insert object. Oh, wait, starter player, insert object, a humanoid. Go on the humanoid, change the walk speed to maybe 40. Unless you want to just do this. This is also another way of changing walk speed like right away. Instead of doing it from a script, as you can see, I run a lot faster. And I mean, you could change the other properties too, like the jump power and stuff. Pretty cool, I'd say. So anyways, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.